Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing alright. My name is Frederick, and this is my first podcast where everything will be in English. Here, I don't really want to talk about grammar. Well, maybe just a little bit sometimes. But I want to give you content. I want you to focus on the message and not on grammar. If you have an A2, basic level, or B1, intermediate level, or even better than that, this podcast is for you. Today, I'm going to give you a short introduction about what I want to do. So first, why this format? Many students don't realize an interesting fact. Listening to English speech plays an important role in communication. It's not a passive process, not at all. Yes, when you listen, you do not speak. I know that. And this is something that you can see. But there are specific processes in your head that you don't see. For example, while you're listening to me right now, your brain has a lot of different procedures. You know the word brain in English? This is how we call the organ, a body part, in the head that controls all your activities, how you see the world, your thinking, feelings, and so on. So, while you're listening, your brain has many processes. For example, it hears words, it starts to actually listen to them and analyze what they mean. Your brain creates a picture in your head. Sometimes you listen to a person speaking in English and you understand, let's say, 60 or 70%. You hear 10 words, but you understand only 6 or 7. In this situation, your brain tries to interpret the context without those words that you don't know. So, this is a huge process in your head, which is not passive. Huge, in other words, very big. Number 2, as I said in the beginning, this podcast is only in English. I don't translate any words in any language. That means you have a chance to learn English in English. Yes, it's real. There can be a situation when you hear a word and you don't know what it is. You hear it again and you try to understand what it means in context. Next time, when you hear this word, you already remember in what context people usually use it. Later, you can translate it yourself. You see, this is a very active procedure in your brain. It develops your knowledge. You learn, but you don't study. You just listen and improve your vocabulary. Also, you can combine listening to this podcast with something else. For example, doing sports or housework or even driving. But be careful, don't forget to look around. Oh, by the way, if you started to listen to it and it's a bit difficult to concentrate, just put it away and try again later. There are moments when you're tired or you're not in a good mood. Maybe your brain is busy with some other thoughts. It happens to everyone. C'est la vie, as French people say, or it's life in English. Just give it some time and try to listen to it later, when your mind is clean and your brain is ready for another language. Remember, learning English is possible. Well, it's not easy, that's right, but it is possible. Do you know why it may be so difficult in the beginning? Why does it take so much time and energy? The answer is actually simple, because it gives you thousands of opportunities. Another language opens your eyes to see a totally different world. And trust me, if you give up now, you will lose a unique chance to discover amazing skills, to discover yourself. In other words, if you stop now, you will not have wonderful knowledge in the future. Let us make a conclusion. Let's summarize what we've talked about today. Listening is super important when you learn a language. Most people think it is passive learning, but of course it is not, because our brain has so many processes while listening. It downloads and interprets the information. And if you are still here, it means you understand at least something. You can learn English in English. It's real, it's very effective. Try to find time for studying. Maybe just 10 or 15 minutes per day, but every day. You will see great results soon. I hope you liked my podcast. Again, you can listen to it one more time to give your brain another chance to analyze it. And yeah, try to enjoy English. When it's fun, it's more productive. There is more motivation for you. Leave your comments or write me an email. You can find it in the description. If you have any questions or recommendations for the content, feel free to mention them as well. So, good luck and take care.